Hey, what's going on, crypto people? It is your boy, the Crypto Siege, with another day in the crazy life that is the digital asset space. Good morning, guys. How are you? Hope you guys are doing awesome. Hope you guys are doing outstanding. Hope you guys are doing crazy, crazy good. We're going to talk a little bit about Wealth Wednesday prep, just a little bit. RB, hey, doing good. How you doing, RB? Good to see you on the stream, my friend. A little bit about that. We're going to talk a little bit about what is going on with the price movement with XRP. BC Matrix Siege, what's good? How you doing, BC Matrix? Crypto Insomniac is in the building. Good afternoon to you, Crypto Insomniac. Good to see you. Guys, don't forget to smash a like on your way in. Then come back and hang out in the chat. 416 Crypto. Morning, Siege. What's going on, 416 Crypto? How are you? Hope everyone is having a good morning. I want to hop on here before football Sunday starts. This is a big, we're out here in the east, northeast, right? So it's a big weekend. It's a big weekend for football. So I wanted to make sure I get you guys on and get off so you guys can go check out some ball if that's what you want to do. Jerry Daramus, how are you, brother? I'm outstanding, my friend. How you doing, bro? XR Free Me, good day, Siege. All is well here. Good to hear that, man. Good to hear that, my friend. TF, hi, CJ. Hey, TF, how are you? Ronnie Measure, evening here and good day to you, sir. How are you, my friend? Ronnie, how you doing? Where you checking in from? M. Grimes, hello, Siege. What's going on, M. Grimes? How you doing, bro? Jerry Demers, I'm doing good, man. Good to hear that. Good to hear that. Guys, don't forget to smash a like on the way in. Collapse that chat real quick. Go smash a like if you're enjoying the content. Then come hang out. Peter Steedman is in the building. Hey, Siege, warm greetings. Warm greetings to you as well, Peter. Netherlands is checking in. How about that? Yeah, I've been noticing and I've been getting a lot of people checking in from that area there. When I check out my analytics, in fact, I've been doing some things so that I can. So my two biggest audience in terms of language has been English and Dutch. I didn't know that there was a difference between the Dutch Netherlands and another Dutch as well. Is that right, Ronnie? Yeah. So I've been translating some of my tags and different things like that, so that it kind of accommodates for the different areas. See, Ireland is checking in. Glad to see you, Tia. Yeah. So I'm working with I actually got a ring light going on here, which is cool. I don't know if it does different things too, but has different levels, so it's working good. I did not hook up the podcast for this one. Maybe later on today, when I hop on here later today, I'll hook up that up. Absolutely, guys. So I want to get on here, guys, real quick, and so that we can get back to football Sunday. Normally I get on Sundays. I get on right during football Sundays. I get on like 12:30, 1 o'clock, and talk for like an hour and a half. But this is a big football weekend for, I know, for a lot of people. I think this is the last game of the last football Sunday before playoffs, right? I think that's the case. Is that not right, the case? I think it is. So I wanted to cover some things. Man, oh man, did you guys catch Brad Kimes' stream earlier today? He got on like at 9:30 and had Mickey B. Fresh on there, who was just absolutely killing it. Was just absolutely killing it. Staff Sergeant in the Marines is in the building. What's good, my dude? Siege, what up from church? Oh, man. Good for you, bro. Glad to hear that. I had to sneak it in. Oh, by the way, XRP hit 10,000 for XRP on live. I saw that on that Fiat Leaks. Could have been a glitch, but it hit 2K per XRP. Yep, saw that. And they did own up that it was a glitch because the most of the information was coming from an exchange called Bitflyer. Which is partly owned or majorly invested in by SBI, by the way. So I don't think that was, I mean, obviously, they can put it off as a glitch, but I think that there's a lot more going on in that Japan region that's not being shown because like Brad Kimes has always said, just like he was the first one, I believe, to have said this. Just like, there's nothing stopping SBI, BC, or whichever one is going to be using digital assets to go live. There's no reason for it not to be going live, doing this thing in terms of XRP. Where's the volume? Why aren't we seeing those numbers? Right? He was one of the first people to point. In fact, he probably was the first person to point that out. There's no reason why they shouldn't be going live and everyone hearing about it. So I don't know. They could say it was a glitch. I feel like there was some major testing of the volume on those different platforms out there, and it got out. RB skins better lose. RB. Well, So being that I am from BK NYC, I'm definitely, pulling for my Giants today, and so we shall see what happens, right? Martin 958 is in the building. What's going on? Hello, Siege, in the house again. Glad to see you here, RB Martin 958. Glad to see you here. Jason Geo first, always, bro. Devon Steve. Hi, everyone. What's going on, Devon Steve? 416 Crypto said that was a great stream, right? Cryptopolis was nailing some stuff there in terms of the price movement, and I'm hoping that I'm going to be able to pull that chat up and get that. A couple of his comments. I mean, he was killing it. He was killing it. Cryptopolis was killing it on that stream.
We're live.
He was killing it. And hopefully the chat will reload. I don't know if it will or not. We'll see. If it doesn't, I'll just have to try to remember what Cryptopolis was sharing. But man, oh man, was he not killing it? Talking about that price thing. Talking about that price thing. You know how we always talking about, and you get the haters coming in, and yet I get it on my comments a lot. Yet no price movement. Yep, all this great news. Yet no price movement. Yep, awesome news, you guys. Yeah, great news. But yet 17 cents. That type of deal. And Cryptopolis had some really, really good points about quote unquote kind of like he mentioned price control. He threw the government in the comment in terms of price control. He threw an example of rice at one point being a price control. He mentioned about the powers that be control that price, and then when they release the control of that price, the price skyrockets. And this is a smart man. I don't know fully his background, but I do know it's from the financial space. I don't know if he worked on Wall Street, but I do know he's a business guy. He's got his own business. He built algorithms, or continues to build algorithms, and he's very knowledgeable in that whole financial space. He can talk repo market. He can talk yield curves. The 5 to 10 year yield, 20 year yield curves. He's very, very smart. So his background, he knows a lot in terms of that space and that background. I need to hook up with him and get him on here for sure. Out of the way, Jay is in the building. What's good, Siege? How you doing, out of the way, Jay? It's all good, bro. Brian Pimpton is in the building. What's up, Brian? What's up, Siege? Just over on Quora answering questions. Oh, really? What is Quora? Answering questions there. Is that like a Reddit type thing? Crypto Insomniac says, I'm out in Manhattan. Do you still live in New York City? Crypto Insomniac, you're in Manhattan? No, my friend. Born and raised in Brooklyn, but no, I don't. Haven't been living there since I left when I was a teenager, in fact, to join the United States Navy. But I was just in Manhattan, man. We stayed, Crypto Insomniac. We stayed at an Airbnb in Brooklyn. We picked the wrong neighborhood, but we did stay at an Airbnb in Brooklyn. And what is it? And we went to Manhattan for my daughter's birthday. She wanted to go shopping on Fifth Avenue and hang out at all those different places there. So we took her shopping for her 18th. And what part of Brooklyn is the Brooklyn? Do you know, Crypto Insomniac? That's really kind of built up now, and the brownstones, whatever. That you could say is kind of nicely done, put together, clean streets possibly. Oh, because it was not where we stayed. Semi.G, yo, Siege. Brooklyn Borns. Oh, okay. That's good to know. What part of Brooklyn, Semi.G? Lots of people looking for answers on. Oh, so you say yes, it is like a Reddit. Okay, Brian. Lots of people looking for answers on crypto. If anyone knows crypto, should fill them in with your knowledge. Lots of XRP haters. Ha ha ha. Of course. Yeah, I have to see what's up with Cora and go check that out. King Heights. Okay, cool. Semi.G. I was in Crown Heights, man. Born in Crown Heights, Ebbsfield. RB says gold was being held out for a long time as well. 2020 though could be massive for both XRP and gold. I'm beginning to think exactly that same way. That's the feeling that I'm getting kind of in my gut. RB, gold and XRP, and it just feels like they're going to work alongside of each other in some way, shape, form, or fashion. The fiat dollar is going to lose its world reserve status. I think it's the world reserve currency, and they can try and do something by backing it by gold if they have the gold to do so. XRP Benno, all aboard the XRP hype train. Forget bears and bulls. XRP is in a rabbit market, thousands of multiplications overnight. XRP Benno, what's going on, man? Good to see you in the stream, my friend. Guys, 48 people in the stream, only 17 likes. If you haven't had a chance, guys, to smash that like button, just collapse that chat real quick. Go smash the like button and then come hang out in the stream. It helps with the algorithm. Most importantly, it helps to get this channel out to more people so that they can get involved and participate in the greatest transfer of wealth in the history of man. And more importantly, they can become XRP hodlers and possibly hold the greatest digital asset ever created. John Edwards, I agree with you, my friend. Good to see you in the stream, John Edwards. John Edwards says, if China goes gold, so will the rest. I agree with you. Did you catch my stream? I think you were in that stream when I talked about China and gold. And then back in their digital asset by gold. I think Russia's credit, China does it. Russia will do the same thing without question. All alongside the waterfront is looking beautiful. Crypto Insomnia. Yeah, Crypto Delivery Brooklyn, East New York. Crypto Delivery is in the building. Yeah, downtown Brooklyn. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know where we were. I don't know. We were in Williamsburg. And it reminded me of my days back in Ebbsfield. Back in the projects in Ebbsfield reminded me of that. And I knew about, I stayed in a hotel in downtown Brooklyn, but I wanted to kind of do like the neighborhood Airbnb. But I stayed in a hotel in downtown Brooklyn long time ago. I visited there, stayed there. It was a gym right down the street. I went to the gym, but I don't remember what part I was in, to be honest with you. Pennywise, upstate New York. Good to see you in the stream, my friend. I have family in upstate New York, if you consider Buffalo. Okay. Gotcha. So we were on the wrong side of Williamsburg. We're on the wrong side. Siege, have you heard any news on DTCC? I have not, John Edwards. Crypto Insomnia says, laugh out loud. Only a few blocks have been touched in Williamsburg. Yeah. 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 So that was an eye opener for the fam. My daughter, she had a girlfriend with her, and my girlfriend, who picked the spot. We missed that one. because I knew it was different parts of Williamsburg. But it's all good. We had a good time. We hit up Manhattan, man. It was good. It was really, really good, man. 3:30 in the morning where you are, XRP Benno. What? Watching Sopranos and looking and cooking potato chips, you know how to. Good to see you, man. Good to see you, bro. Appreciate you being in the stream, my friend. Where are you from, XRP Benno? Where are you checking in from, I should say? Guys, 61 people on the stream, only 26 likes. Guys, help us out. Let's help make TJ Jackson proud. Let's continue that streak, guys, of just as many likes as we have viewers on the stream. So, guys, collapse that chat. Or smash the like and then come back in. So, Wealth Wednesday prep, guys. Listen, we got to talk about this. I am amped up about this Wealth Wednesdays. I'm amped wealth generational wealth Wednesdays, whatever we're going to call it. Dubian2 is in the building. Hello, Siege. How are you, Dubian2? Glad to see you here. Downtown Brooklyn is changing. Yeah, I got to make sure. Yeah, next time we'll make sure we do that the right way. I stayed in downtown Brooklyn one time, but it was a while ago, and I couldn't remember where it was, So we just went on Airbnb, and she picked a spot, and wasn't what we thought it was. So, guys, I got to tell you, I ordered a book on a recommendation from Sonny Parmar in the channel, right? Every now and then he comes and he hangs out, and we were talking about Wealth Wednesdays, and I told you guys I had hooked up with Robert Westberg from the channel, smart guy, really smart guy, and Deep Mind Lab Visionaire, another really, really, really smart guy. We had a chance to talk on the phone offline a couple of times now, and I talked with Robert as well, and we talked about this, Wealth Wednesday, and they both, willing to kind of call in and even do some shows on it. But we are going to definitely talk about being prepared for this wealth that is going to happen if we continue to hodl strong, and how it's so important to be prepared for that. Guys, we're almost there. Got us up to 38 likes. Let's keep it going. XRP Buddy just hit what, like, my friend feeling very bullish this coming week. XRP Buddy, good to see you in the street, man. Been around a while. Just thought I would say what up, XRP. So I appreciate you being here, man. XRP Boss, XRP Buddy, and XRP Boss is in the building. If you guys haven't had a chance to smash the like, please collapse that chat real quick. Go smash the like and then come hang back out, back in the stream. I don't think I've seen you guys in the stream before. XRP Buddy, XRP Boss. Is this your first time commenting? Downtown Brooklyn is Manhattan now. Sibi.G. Absolutely. Absolutely, man. Yeah, I haven't been back to Ebbets Field. It's like I was in the 90s. I was back in Ebbets Field. They do a reunion every single year. And my whole family comes down from Buffalo, New York. They all come down. My cousins, my aunts, uncles, they all come down every year for that reunion. It's crazy. Is anyone else going to spend New Year's Eve watching the XRP price? XRP Benno says. Yeah, why not, right? January 1 is going to be big. Ed French, how you doing, my friend? I don't think I've seen you in the stream, my friend. Great to see you, Siege. Missed you this week, working night shifts. Oh, gotcha. So you've been here before. Good to see you, man. Forgive me, I didn't recognize that name. Yep. And Brian Benton says XRP bouncing off the 19.5 resistance. If it can close above it, the next hurdle is 21 cents. Pennywise, I'm about 2 hours from Buffalo. Okay, cool. XRP Buddy, first time in stream from LA. XRP Buddy, I appreciate you being here, bro. Appreciate you. Definitely appreciate you being here. Devon Steve says Zerps, right? So, guys, Generational Wealth Wednesdays. I got to recommend a book that you guys, just a recommendation, but I'm going to tell you what, it is an eye-opener. Again, major shout out to Sonny Parmar. He's not in the stream. He does check in from occasionally, every now and then. He recommended this book. It's called Strangers in Paradise. I'm telling you guys, especially if you're going to be hanging out with us on Wealth Wednesdays, I definitely recommend you get this book. It's by James Grubman, Grubman, James Grubman, PhD, and Dennis T. Joff, another PhD. Strangers in Paradise. You definitely want to get this book, guys. I'm telling you, our first one will be this Wednesday. I'm telling you guys, it's an eye opener. I just started reading it. It came in yesterday. I started reading it last night. I've only read 20 pages, but I'm telling you, I'm blown away. And it is exactly what we need because there's a tragedy going on that no one is talking about. A tragedy that's going on, and that is people accumulating wealth and losing the wealth because they didn't know how to deal with the wealth. That's a big problem. And I don't want that to happen for us in this community. Do not want that to happen. So we are going to be prepared. Great book, I'm telling you. Just what? Ronnie Measure? You said you're just 2 months in crypto? Wow. Good timing, my friend. Good timing. Me watching it closely, just over 2 months in crypto right now, did some studies, and XRP has real potential, 19.5%. Right? Wow, you're new to the digital asset space. Guys, Ronnie's been in the digital asset space for 2 months. You want to talk about some good timing right there. That's some good timing. Yeah, definitely want to tune into this channel so that you can level up your XRP IQ. Make sure you tune into great content creators in this channel like Crypto Eddie, Love for Crypto, holy smoke, right? Times Investment Perspectives, just to name a few, so that you can level up your XRP IQ, my friend. Very, very important. The Modern Investor, another one, great one to learn, level up your IQ on the overall digital asset space. The Modern Investor does not get enough love from this community as far as I'm concerned. Great channel for the overall increasing of your knowledge in the digital asset space. Ronnie hit on the mark. Jackie 33 is in the building. What's up, miss? How are you? Good to see you in the stream. Crypto Track at Siege. At Crypto Siege, we must be responsible with our gains. Thanks for sharing that, man. Absolutely, Crypto Track. You bet. I'm telling you guys, if you're going to be tuning into these Wealth Wednesdays, you're going to want to get that book, Strangers in Paradise. You want to read that thing and as fast as you can. It is an eye opener. And one of the greatest things that you can do is be aware. Yeah, awareness is so important. Getting the knowledge on what's really going on with this wealth, and what's the way I want to really put it? Just understanding that there is a thing out there. I mean, there is a thing about this kind of coming into wealth, right? Doing your thing, whether it be in investments, whether you're building a business, whether you grow your channel, you get to this kind of wealth thing and you're not prepared for it. Like a lot of people think that they're prepared, but the book is so eloquently states or puts how you're moving into a whole new different kind of world that you're not prepared for. And it talks about having your children be not prepared. And so there's this loss of the wealth. But then even if you don't lose the wealth and you pass away, you still have it. Your kids aren't prepared to deal with that wealth. I'm telling you guys, it's a great read. I'm doing it a disservice and injustice, by the way. I'm talking about it, but you want to grab that book. I'm telling you, it's so, so important. And that's just one of the books that we're going to be recommending and talking about. At Crypto Siege, we must be responsible for. I read that already. Tope Balaji. I don't think I've seen you in the stream before. How are you doing, Tope? XRP Joe. Good morning, Siege. Good morning, XRP Joe. Devon Steve says, funny, this glitch that's supposed to have happened in Japan on a Japanese exchange. Does this happen with the stock market exchange very often? Never heard that it does. Exactly. That's exactly right. Never heard of it. Crypto Track says that Crypto Seeds, you're hitting on important factors because I believe, as well as many others in the community, this will be the largest transfer of wealth we have ever seen. Absolutely, I agree. You got to be prepared for it. That's why we're doing these Generational Wealth Wednesdays, bro. XRP banner. So yeah, I spoke to my neighbor about XRP and he laughed at me, said I would lose my money. Then the next day he said, hey, I looked up XRP, think I might buy some. Exactly. And the key to that XRP banner and communicating with your friends, your family, your boys is leveling up your own personal XRP IQ, leveling up your own personal digital asset space IQ so that you can better articulate, right? So that you can better communicate from where you're coming from, right? Right? Because people want to buy, right? Marketing, you always talk about this. People want to buy, but they don't want to be sold to. So, right. So you want to level up your IQ in a way that you can articulate or intelligently articulate what's really kind of going on. You can point them in the right direction for them to find out for themselves, right? And so, instead of selling them something, let them help them to discover it themselves, right? And one of the best ways to do that is to just got to level up your IQ, got to level up your XRP IQ. But I'm glad your friend said, I'm going to buy some of that, man. Great job of sharing it. And that's the thing. That's the most important part of XRP battle, that you brought it up, that you did your part. You did your part in trying to bring someone into this community to give them a shot at winning, right? Because this new wealth transfer is coming. It's here. And we want the good guys to be the new wealth, right? We want the good guys to be the new wealth. I bought Charlie's bags is in the building. What's going on, my friend? He says, if or when XRP moons possible all in one day, most of you will have a fainting spell. Yep. Especially that overnight you wake up one morning and like, whoa. Yep. Siege, name of the book again. Brian Benton says, Siege, name of the book again, please, sir. Absolutely. It's called Strangers in Paradise. This is what it looks like. And it's by James Grubman. Man, this thing is really a big time delay. James Grubman, Grubman, James Grubman. I'll put that in there. Yep, absolutely, strange. Oh man, 78 people in the stream, 53 likes. You guys are doing it. Guys, if you haven't had a chance yet, collapse the chat, go smash the like if you enjoy their content, then come back and hang in the chat. We're talking Wealth Wednesday preparation, and we're also talking about XRP with all this great news. Why no price movement? What is going on? And I'm telling you, Cryptopolis was in Brad Time's stream earlier this morning. He had some excellent points about price control, right? And so price control is a real thing. It's a real thing that goes on in traditional markets, guys. And I think you really got to understand and kind of really appreciate that. He used rice as an example. And he talked about how the government had price controls over this rice. But when they released that price control, the price screamed. And so this whole price control thing is a real thing. And there hasn't been a company, a project that's been working more with government officials from back in the day than the company Ripple. And so it has to make you think. 84 people in the stream, 57 likes. It has to make you think. With all this, there isn't a project or an asset or a coin that has had the news, has had the partnerships like Ripple. It's amazing to me how so many people can discredit, completely forget about all these amazing partnerships and say, well, it's only 17 cents or 19 cents. It can't be valuable. It can't be valuable. How does that make any sense to me? How does that make any sense at all? The value The fundamentals, the partnerships are there. It's not like they're not there. It's not like we're making up the partnerships. It's not like we made up the partnership with MoneyGram. It's a real thing. ODL being used by 24, 26 different banks or whatever, or FIs, those are real things. SBI is a real thing. It's not like we're making them up. So it's a real thing. So why no price movement? You got it has to make you think above. It should be making you think there's got to be something behind it. Not, well, there really isn't no real value. Oh, no one's really using XRP. Come on. Like, come on. You gotta see past that. Mark 958. I Siege, how rich will I be with 4,000 XRP next year? I do not know, my friend. I do know from a TA standpoint, from some technical analysis people in this digital asset space that have been doing the TA and making money off TA for 2 to 4 or 5 years, 3 to 5 years, I would say, 16, 17, 18. Yep. They got price points of $9, $15, and $28 per XRP. Martin 958. That's their TA. Those are the price points that they have for this next bull run. They have cash outs of $9, $15, and $28. I heard blockchain backer, he's expecting it to go much higher than that. I don't know his background enough in terms of TA, but the other two guys that I know, do-it-yourself investing and high altitude investing, I do know their background, and I do know that they've helped plenty of people make big time money, and I do know that they're really good at their TA. Right? So why no price movement? And when Cryptopolis mentioned that, I was like, wow, that was a really good. Let me see if this chat came up, because he was just killing it in that stream. He had two really great. Well, he had like three really great, comments in that chat. Let me see where we are. I mean, Cryptopolis. So this is in the beginning. I mean, he was just absolutely killing it. Here's one of them right here. Price controls by the government set price ceilings and price floors, very much like we've seen over the last year. Typically, price controls are in place because of shortages during economic stress. That was one of his comments. Let me read that again. Price controls by the government set price, by the government set price ceilings and price floors, very much like we've seen over the last year. Typically, price controls are in place because of shortage during economic stress. Okay, I see right here. I said, he said at Crypto Siege, thank you, sir, because I told him like, man, you are killing it. Let me see where you. Here it is. So I said right here, I said at Cryptopolis, you are killing it, bro. Let me see where his other comments were. Oh, come on. He had some other stuff before that. Maybe it was after that. I don't know if it was after that or before that. Brilliant Brienne Madigan, I said on the stream. Here's one. In several examples of government restrictions on rice and price controls, the lifting of price controls resulted in a rapid increase in prices. So, I mean, he was just like, I mean, on so many fronts, he was absolutely nailing it. Guys, 94 people in the stream. I appreciate you guys hanging out on Football Sunday. 65 likes, guys. If you haven't had a chance to hit that like on the way in, just collapse the chat real quick. Go smash the likes and come back and hang out. We are going to continue that streak, guys. We're going to break a record. We're going to continue that streak of consecutive streams where we have just as many likes as we have people in the stream. Let's keep that going, guys. Let's make TJ Jackson, the moderator who pointed that out on this channel, he said, Siege, I have never seen a ratio like yours with likes to viewers ever. I've never seen that. And I didn't even realize that he pointed it out. And I said, man, let's just keep that going. So let's keep it going, guys. Rashim B. Wealthy is in the building. What's going on, Rashim? How you doing, my friend? Mr. Pablito, how you doing? How are you doing, my friend? Glad to see you in the stream. If you haven't had a chance to smash a like, collapse the chat, go smash a like, and then come back and hang out. DSGR10 is in the building. What's going on, man? Ed French, it'll go much higher in pretty short order. Once it runs, the big banks need 100 to 180 per coin in order to have deep enough liquidity to start piling in. Until then, it's really just a waiting game. Ed French, great comment, my friend. Rasheen, what's going on, man? D. Daniels, what's up, brother? I hope XRP is going to 1,500 per coin by June. Too many partnerships. I hear you. I hear that. You guys don't think we'll drop 30%, consolidate, and then pump? Don't know. Don't know about that, Mr. Pablito. Oh, it's Pablito. Not Pablito, it's Pablito. Mr. Pablito, how are you? Kenneth Dean says, so is MGI, so will skyrocket with XRP? I know I own some MGI. Kenneth Dean. Brian Benton says, blockchain backer has been spot on since I've watched him. How about that? How about that? And he said, you know, I thought he said $50 per XRP during the bull run. You guys are doing some math on your holdings and stuff, huh? Or some of your, hopefully some of your holdings, not all your holdings. End of year 2019, under 20 cents. Mr. Plabito said, what's your price prediction for end of year 2019? I would say under 20 cents. John Edwards says, this is going to be hilarious in a few years. When you look at Ripple in 5 years from now, it's in the same ballpark as Apple, if not bigger. I agree with you, John Edwards. Ripple, the company, is going to be ginormous. Ginormous. Yep. CryptoTrack says that Crypto Seas, that's spot on. Ripple has an office in DC trying to take it to the president. Yeah, Ripple's not messing around. They know exactly what they're doing. Exactly what they're doing. And, you know, one of the best moves they ever made is when they decided to gift that ILP to the world, which they gifted it to the W3C. Whatever, right? We weren't there, so we don't know how that came about. I think it's interesting that they decided to do it. You know, was it a they woke up on one morning and said, let's do something for the greater good? Did they wake up one morning and with someone knocking on their door, right? Right? Like, why did they decide to give that ILP to the W3C? It's got to make you think why they decided to do that. They didn't have to do it, but they did. And it was one of the best moves they could have ever done. Because in the end, they are wanting to come across. Listen, whether it be Mnuchin, whether it be Powell, whether it be the Donald himself, they're chopping at the bit to, in my opinion, in my humble opinion, to put this U.S. company out there to the world that not only created the digital asset ever created in XRP that is going to help solve the liquidity, the global economic crisis that is illiquidity. Not only did they create XRP, but they created this thing called XRPL, the ledger that is essentially an exchange, like Mickey B. Fresh likes to say, that can move all kinds of value. And they will push this fact that it's immutable, it's transparent, it has not had a transaction ever that was not KYC, AML, and CFT. They will push that to the masses. They'll use mainstream media to do it. They'll push it to the masses, and they'll push this this quote unquote level playing field. They'll push transparency, and they'll push the fact that entities, whatever they might be, banks, FIs, whatever, are not going to be able to do things behind closed. They're going to push that XRPL as one of the greatest things that it could have ever happened. And then you could throw in the fact that the IOP is going to be this great connector of networks, whether it be some networks in Russia or some networks in China or some networks in Japan. The IOP is going to connect them all, and they are going to say, Mnuchin, Powell, the Donald, President Trump, they are going to say that this U.S. company created it all, created and helped in a big way create this level playing field. Trust me when I tell you this. That is going to happen. That is going to happen. They can't wait. Because do you think for a second that the Donald is not listening to Mark Carney talking about walking away from the reserve currency, not walk from the U.S. dollar as the world reserve currency? Do you think he's not listening to who else? Russia and Putin, the way they talk about the U.S. and how it's manipulated the dollar is power of the U.S. dollar and SWIFT. Do you not think that the Donald is not paying attention to that? He has a plan. And he signed Executive Order 13772 for that reason. He has a plan. And Ripple, the company, is mentioned in that executive order, which to me says Ripple, the company, is mentioned in the plan, is part of the plan. Listen, the Donald is all about the good old US of A. He's not gonna be the president that that walks out of office when his term is over. Is the one who gave it all away. No chance. In my humble opinion, no chance is he going to be the president that is going to be renowned and known for having given it all away. No way. He has a plan. And in my opinion, it has Ripple and XRP all over it. Guys, we're almost there. 96 people on the stream, 77 likes. Let's keep it going, guys. Let me catch up with this chat. This chat is screaming. You guys are having an amazing conversation amongst yourselves. Oh, Jackie33 says, interesting point. She said Trump gets talking points. He definitely isn't the one making decisions. This goes way above him. It absolutely does. But he is in the mix. He knows there's a greater plan. There is no. Do you think that the U.S. of A., who has been known as the global empire. There were a couple of books written about Confessions of an Economic Hitman, EHMs, which was a real deal, which was a real thing. Okay. Do you think that they're not going to they're going to just relinquish that status? They may make it more level, but they're not going to relinquish it. They may make it more level. Look, this digital asset space as a whole makes it more level for everyone to participate, because everyone can pick up the technology. Everyone can create their own digital asset. Everyone can create their own walled garden. But don't think for a minute that the good old US of A is sleeping and is going to miss out. Is sleeping and just going to hand over, if you will, their power. They have another plan. They have another plan. They have another plan, and he knows about XRP. D. Daniel says, "What's going on, my brother? When 589? Maybe April? I don't know. I don't know about that 589 thing. I do not know. I'm in the camp where I believe one day we're going to wake up one morning and XRP is going to be at 3 figures. I'm of that opinion. I have some smarter people than myself who have a banking background, who believe one day, who has no challenge at all in believing and waking up one morning and it's at 4 figures. 4 figures. That was him. But he knows how the banks operate, and he said he has no challenge in believing that at all. Oh man, our good friend Bearish on XRP is in the stream. My guys, he is in the stream. Bearish on XRP. I hope that you're here for the entirety of the bull run. I hope you don't shy away. I hope that you will continue to be here, my friend. Because it's easy to be bearish on XRP now. That's easy. Let's see how bearish you're going to be 2 years from now and 3 years from now. Let's see if you have the courage to show up in the stream then bearish on XRP. John Edwards says, Siege, he knows about XRP. Make no mistake, LOL. That's what he has paid the debt off with. Yeah, listen, and he made that bold claim, right? Right? He made that claim. He really did. He made that claim about the debt. So we'll see. Guys, 105 people on the stream, 81 likes. I appreciate you guys smashing that chat real quick. Collapse the chat. Go smash the like. Come and hang out in the chat. Let's talk. It's just a matter of time, right? It's just a matter of time. And we have time on our side, right? And here's the thing that will never change. The fundamentals and the value, the partnerships, and real companies like MoneyGram using XRP. Real companies using it is no mistake about it. Stellar may be looking to do something bearish on XRP. They may be looking to do something. They may be in talks of doing something, but they ain't doing anything. XRP is the only digital asset that is, like Brian Madigan says, that is in scalable, institutional grade project in the marketplace. Jeff says, Siege, love what you have to say about XRP. I'm with you, man. Jeff, I appreciate that, bro. And I appreciate you being here in the stream, my friend. Intelligent XRP. Anyone getting frustrated with the price right now doesn't understand the value of what they have. That's exactly right. That's why we have this channel, Intelligent XRP, to help people in the community level up their XRP IQ so they understand what they hold. Because the biggest thing we can forget is that old money doesn't want you or I to win. You got to get that. They can't operate if the vast majority of us become wealthy. They can't operate that way. They don't want us to win. Cryptopolis is in the building. What's going on, Cryptopolis? How are you, my friend? I was just giving you major shout outs, bro. Because I'm telling you, your points on that stream, on Bragtime stream, were just outstanding, my friend. Absolutely outstanding. Yeah, absolutely, man. Yeah, and if you want to let people know in this chat about why XRP and possibly why XRP and the price haven't moved, there's a reason for it. When it doesn't make sense, then you know there's got to be something else behind it. Because, well, like I was saying in the stream, the MoneyGram thing is a real deal. It's not like XRP hodler said, "Oh man, let's make up this thing about MoneyGram and them using ODL. Let's make it up and let's talk with what is it? What are the XRP websites? Alice Cobbs have one. I don't know if it's xrpdaily.com or xrpinsights.com or whatever those are. Let's get together with them and let's make up this whole MoneyGram thing. Let's make it up and get them to put it out as trusted news sources, right? I mean, come on. It's a real deal. The CEO, Alex Holm, is on stage with people from Ripple saying that this is what we're doing. We are using this digital asset. Where's the other companies? Where's the other digital assets and their projects with companies like MoneyGram saying that this is what they're doing? We're using, we're so excited. We've been using Stellar Lumens, and this is what it's doing for our bottom line. Where is it? Where is that? Where's the Chainlink real world use case where the company is saying we're using it? I get there's a partnership there with Google. Where's Google? Where are the people from Google? Where are their interviews? What are they saying about Chainlink? And I'm not saying Chainlink's not a great project and a great idea. I'm not saying that. But what I'm saying is there isn't a digital asset. There isn't a project that has a company that's number 2 in the world in what they do. They're number 2 in the world in what they do in MoneyGram. That is saying in their Q2 and their Q3 reports and from stages what they're doing with a digital asset. They're using it. What other company, what other project has that? What other company or project has that? The answer would be zero. It would be zero. And it doesn't mean that Cardano is not going to be awesome. It doesn't mean that EOS is not going to be awesome. It doesn't mean that Ethereum is not going to be awesome. Ethereum will be kind of close to that because they do have people using their smart contracts platform. They do have that. But what other praises? Where else do you see these kind of massive praises about a digital asset coming from a real world use case company? Where is it? Well, where else? I haven't seen it yet. The price is 19 cents. If that doesn't make you think there's a reason for that, there's got to be something that is above us, that's above our heads, right? That we are not in the, we don't have a need to know, apparently. You have to think about that. Yep, I got rid of my Tron a long time ago. I do have some EOS. Don't have any link yet, even though Tika Tawari did say get some of that link. He did say that, didn't he? But I don't have any chain link yet. Right now, it's just VChain, BTC, and XRP for this dude in this house. Yeah, and it could be called price manipulation. It could be called, like Cryptopolis says, price control, right? It could be price control. But I do know that Ripple's been working with the people from the SEC and government officials for a long time. And David Schwartz and his brilliance, right? This is just me speculating, is able to communicate this true value of this asset. You know what I mean? And like the modern investor said this a long time ago. He said, you know, and digital asset investor, you know, look, the people from the SEC and the people from these places have this playbook, and they got it to the people who work and said, look, in order for this to not be a security, these are the measures, these are the steps that you're going to have to take. Page 1, do this. Page 2, do that. Page 3, do this. And they've been working on that, doing everything that they humanly possibly can to separate themselves from XRP for a reason. It's for a reason. Once they got the news, once they discovered that this XRP could free up 10 to 11 trillion dollars, free it up. That's it. It was game over. Game over. And they know it. It's over. Oh, good for you, Robert Cole. Good for you, bro. I'm glad to hear that, man. I'm glad to hear that. He said, I made over 100K with Tron in 2017, 2018. Yeah, there was a lot of people that made money with Tron. They made money with Verge. There were tons of people that made tons of money with XRP. Tons of money with XRP. Hundreds and hundreds of thousands of dollars with XRP. There's the bear market in 2017 was awesome. You know, to 17, 18. Yep. My opinion on the glitch in Japan 2K is that I think that Bitflyer is heavily invested in or by SBI. I don't think that it was, me personally, I don't think it was a quote unquote glitch. I think they were testing it at the different volumes because there's no reason, like Brad Kimes always says, there's no reason why SBI and VC, whichever platform is going to be using digital assets and XRP, it's no reason why it can't be live and shouldn't be live. There's no reason. There's nothing stopping them or holding them back. They're just not ready yet to put it out. So to me, it feels like there was some sort of test. It's just some sort of test. And in the end, this is one fact that is undeniable. You can't argue it. You cannot argue it. XRP needs to be at a high price in order to do what it was created to do. That's the bottom line. That is the bottom line. And the second I heard about the NASDAQ creating an XRPL or XRP index, liquidity index, the second I heard that the NASDAQ decided to do that with XRP, I knew without a question that XRP was going to be at a high value. There's zero reason for the NASDAQ to get involved with an XRP liquidity index unless they know that major Wall Street institutions will be looking at them or to them for a legitimate liquidity and or utility metric. And like I've said in my streams before, who is going to argue with the NASDAQ? Who's going to argue with them? That would be no one. That would be no one. Cryptopolis had something. Let me catch what Cryptopolis said. I appreciate you being here, brother. When an important commodity is scarce and necessary, the government can impose price controls on it. And the key words there are scarce and necessary. It's possible that's what is happening with XRP. Price action is just too obviously suppressed. And this is a man who knows his background is in that space. He understands how the markets work. He knows that he's not making up these examples. These have been proven out in history. These are things, price controls and or price sets. These are things that have happened in the market. This is where Cryptopolis lived for many a year. These are just things that are just above most of our heads. Most of us are not in the same space and have lived in the same space like a Cryptopolis have lived in. That's just the bottom line. That's why we have him in this community, thank God, so he can educate us, so he can help level up our IQ in the financial space, not only in the XRP space, but in the financial space. You get that? That's why we need that. This is so important. We're blessed to have people like Kurtopoulos, right? What else did he say? Something else as well. When price controls are lifted, price generally rise quickly. There it is, guys. Let me read this to you again so you kind of get this. It's so important. When an important commodity is scarce and necessary, the government can impose price controls on it. It's possible that's what happened with XRP. Price action is just too obviously suppressed. And again, I said this before, Ripple, the company, has been working with the government from way back in the day, 2012. They know the value of XRP. They know it. If we know, right, here's the thing I always say. If we know it, they know it. You got to get, there's a reason why at least people from these government places, these cushy, comfortable jobs are moving over to Ripple, on the board at Ripple. You got to think there's a reason for that. And it's not just because they want to get paid. They want to be a part of this thing that's going to be ginormous. And they know it's going to be ginormous. And when you get to, in my opinion, when you get this kind of political government people moving there, it's to keep an eye on things, right? It's to keep an eye on things. If you understand what I'm saying, this is too important. The ILP, the XRPL, and the greatest digital asset, XRP, it's too important to mess it up. Marcus Treacher is there for a reason. Greg Kidd, I think he's still on the board for a reason. And we can't forget the little ties that's going on with Ken Kushner and Craig Phillips and Jared Kushner. You can't forget those either, Jared Kushner. You can't forget those either. They're there for a reason as well. Can't forget about Ken Kushner, Jared Kushner, Craig Phillips. You can't just say, oh, okay. Executive Order 13772, in my humble opinion, is the Donald's ace in the hole. It's him saying, okay, I understand we're moving in a different direction, and I will not let the US of A be left behind. He didn't mention any other company in that executive order. Why wasn't, don't get me wrong, but why wasn't R3 mentioned in there? Why weren't other companies, other payment companies mentioned in that thing? Why weren't they mentioned in Executive Order 13772? You understand what I'm saying? He didn't just put it in there for no reason to fill up space because he needed more characters to be added in the paragraph, right? It was in there for a reason, you know? Let's see what's going on. XRP Lava is in the building. How are you? Yep, that's spot on about the people moving to Ripple and giving up those jobs they are leaving. That's just good common sense. Thank you, XRP Lava. Absolutely. This, sometimes, the greatest thing that we can do as content creators is to make more people become aware of the real game that's being played. And the real game that's being played is old money doesn't want you or I to win. That's the real game. They don't want us to win. They didn't expect this whole thing where they didn't expect this digital asset space where each and every single one of us are able to participate. When has that ever happened? What other area or space has ever been created where the bank teller, where the truck driver, okay, with the person that comes in and cleans your carpets, Okay, we're the garbage person, we're the small business owner, we're the doctor. What other space where they can enter in and be just as equal as and have just as much of the same opportunity to win? What other space? What other space? Who in the digital asset space, in order to participate in it, has to be an accredited investor? Did anyone have to check a box about being an accredited investor when you went on to Coinbase or Binance US before you were able to participate in the digital asset space? Anybody? Anybody have to check that box first? No. The answer is no. The answer is no. Right? There's a reason for that. We're all able to participate. And since we are all able to participate, you got to get you have to know that you have to steady your resolve here, because mainstream media is controlled by old money, and for the longest time they would just put point XRP like sometimes they wouldn't even mention it on it when it was the top three. They would say Bitcoin and Ethereum and go on to some other thing. They wouldn't even talk about it. That happened for years. No one even would even mention XRP out of their mouths. No one. And all I did was to try to keep as many people as possible in the dark. And that's another reason why I believe that we can wake up one morning and the price is going to be at 3 digits. I don't know about 4 digits. I can't get there yet overnight. But 3 digits, I can get there. And here's the reason why. They do not want XRP going from 20 cents to $3 and then go from $3 to $10 and then go from $10 to $30. They do not want that to happen. Think about that. They don't want that, right? So I'm telling my friends, I'm telling my boys, I'm telling my dudes about XRP. I'm telling my family members about XRP. And I'm sure a lot of you are doing the same thing. They get on CMC or hopefully they get on Live Coin Watch or even Coin Fair Value. Instead, they go on there and they see these different prices, right? They see Bitcoin thousands of dollars. They see Ethereum over $100. They see XRP at 20 cents, and they think you are crazy. Here's why. Because to them, 19 cents equates to no value, to zero value. To zero value, right? But if tomorrow or 2 weeks from now or 3 weeks from now, XRP is now $2 or $3, don't you think your boys and your family members are going to start to pay attention, a little bit more attention? That big price jump, you're able to show them the value of your XRP now in terms of how much you hold and what you got as a value now, because it's gone from 20 cents. You've been buying at 20 and 30 cents, and now it's at $3. They'll begin to listen a little bit more, right? Now, if they begin to listen a little bit more, that means more people come in and snatch it up because it begins to make more sense to them, right? And we're not supposed to hold this asset. We're just not. We're not supposed to hold this asset, right? We're not supposed to hold it, in my humble opinion. It was never designed for retail investors to hold this asset, ever, ever. Why in the world are we able to? Me and Deep Mind were talking about this for a good while, and we can't come up with a reasonable answer. Why we're able to hold it, I don't know. 135 people in the stream, guys, 99 likes. I appreciate you guys collapsing that chat real quick. Go smash that like button and come back in. I remember I read a book by Robert Kiyosaki. what is it called? What is it called? Rich Dad's Guide to Investing. And he wrote another book called The Unfair Advantage. And it really got you to think about the different type of thinking that goes on between old money, if you will, and this new new generation for wealth. It'll really waking you up. It'll really make you. You have to read it. It's an eye opener for me, which is the real truth. You got to think there's a reason why in our educational system, wealth creation is not taught. How to deal with your money, how to handle your money is not taught. What is taught, though? What is taught? Go to school, get good grades, and get a good job. That's taught in the educational system. Well, who do you think you are working for? Who do you think you're working for? Who do you think you're working for? Why isn't in the educational system today taught about how you can become an entrepreneur? I'm talking middle school, high school, right? Why aren't they talking about you becoming an entrepreneur and being in control more of your time and your money? Why isn't that not taught in the school? At one point in time in this country, 97% of the people own little corner shops, owned their own thing, were in control of their own money, and it flipped. Why do you think it's not taught? It's a reason for it. The reason for it. There is a reason for it, right? You got to think. There's a reason for that. Why is it not taught? It's still not being taught. Now, if you want to go pay money to the colleges and institutions, you can perhaps learn more about it. That's the whole college thing is another thing unto itself. Don't get me talking to talk. Don't get me talking about that, discussing that. Guys, 136 people on the stream, 105 likes. I appreciate you guys doing that. We're trying to keep that consecutive stream streak alive of just as many likes as we have people on the stream, guys. And you guys are killing it. Marco Polo is in the building. What's going on, man? Good evening, everyone. David Stanley, World Wire. Yeah, that's a great point. I bought Charlie's Banks. The purpose of the 12-year brainwashing prison is to produce debt slaves. That's why they teach non-essential subjects like what year we signed a treaty or learning algebra and calculus. Think about that. Think about that. It's a very, very important point. And yes, I don't think that, they wake up in the morning, old money wakes up in the morning, and they're thinking about this. They're not. But there's a system that's been created from way, 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 way back in the day. It's been created. Again, I would ask you to think about why isn't entrepreneurship and being in business for yourself and having control over your own time and money, why is that not being taught in the school system? There's so many people as adults now discovering, different ways that they can be in control of your own time and money. Why would that not have been taught? Why is everything else being taught, but that's not being taught? Let me put it to you that way. XRP Lava said, yeah, that's right. High school taught me nothing of worldly value. I hated it. Right. And so that's just kind of my little rant. You guys know my outro. You heard my outro. And I believe that 1000%. And again, I don't think old money wakes up in the morning thinking about us, but I know there's a system in place for a reason, XRP Lava says, oh, she's talking to Cadillac. She says, well, I emailed Kava Labs and asked if I would be able to take out, say, a loan of $500 to, say, $1,000 loan. And they told me that there would be no minimum loan amounts. Okay, that's cool. That's very much like Celsius. And oh, by the way, guys, I checked out the Celsius thing. And, thanks to, the Digital Asset Insiders group that I'm part of. They did that interview with Alex Mashinsky. Brilliant dude. And I had been hearing a lot of good things about him from kind of like a person perspective, right? Not just his background, but like a good dude and really wanting a lot of us to win, this type of thing like that. And I'm going to participate in the platform to support the platform. Just because I feel like he's really looking out for us. He's looking out for the masses. He wants the majority of us to win. He wants all of us to win. And so I think that's important. So me personally, I'm going to participate. I'm not getting any money or anything for doing that, but I'm going to participate because it's a platform that wants to support us. And I'm bringing this up because of Kava, because XRP Lava just mentioned Kava, and that's another platform that supports us, especially as XRP Hot List. And I think it's really, really important. But I really, really vibed well with Alex Mashinsky's message about being in control of your own money and earning money on your money. Earning money on your money. Earning money on your money. Right? Earning money on your money. And not just saving money is not that it's a bad thing, but there isn't a good earning on your money and that platform of holding it in a savings account. That's not a good earning on your money concept. Right? It's just not. It's just not. Right? And so we want to be in platforms and better platforms where we can earn money on our money. And the fact that that's a message that he wants to get out to the masses. In fact, he says he has some kind of like ambassador type program or something where he helps to educate you and better prepare you for taking that message out to the world. That's what I'm about. That's what I'm about. Because why shouldn't we be earning money on our money? And then in the places that we can, the different kind of places where we can sort of earn money on our money, they want to have all these hidden fees and, I mean, the mutual funds is a disaster with all these crazy fees, right? And some 401ks, if you're not careful, crazy amount of fees. Got to be careful of that, right? So let's kind of get a platform that is dedicated to helping us grow our wealth. And to me, that's the Celsius network to me, and again, I entered this space. I entered the digital asset space in the lending platform space. That's how I entered it. I entered it into the quote unquote BitConnects and all the different names. I can't even remember any of those other names now, but I was in that space with the 1%, the 2%, and the 3% a day. Right? The unsustainable spaces, right? Where you took your value, which was Bitcoin, and you deposited on that platform to get a digital asset that they had created that didn't have any value unless more and more people got on the platform. It was you're talking about the wild, wild west. So I entered that space, right? Because everyone was kind of looking to make money off their own money. Didn't understand that there was only maybe one legitimate platform that could last and stand the test of time. Maybe one. BitConnects lasted the longest, but in the end, we all knew that thing was not a scam. And so, but I came into that space. And so when Mashinsky talks about people earning money for their money, got to do it in the right way, in a legal way, in a sustainable way. But the message of earning money on your money is a big message. People want to. People are just afraid that they can't. People are so afraid of the scams of the BitConnects of the world, And that's why the people give up their money to wealth advisors and other different stuff like that, because they individually don't have enough knowledge to do it for themselves. And Celsius Network is helping people to kind of level up on that. And I really do appreciate that he's doing it. You know, I really do appreciate it. And Kurtopoulos, in fact, said that he had a talk with Alex one time at an event and explained and had Alex explain to him how that platform worked and how they were able to pay out the 7% to 8% to 10%. And Alex was very forthcoming, you know, and telling and explaining to him how they're able to do it. You know, they basically take the digital assets that are on their platform, they loan it out to institutional platforms at a whatever rate it might be. So if they're paying you 7, they loan it at 14%. Okay, and the institutional people, apparently they take it and they go out and they trade it, right? Because they got professional traders and, you know, they got, AI machines and all different stuff like that. And they figure they can make more money trading it, you know, day trading or whatever it is that they do. But that's what they do with it. But Alex said, this is what we do. And the fact that he pays back 80% is significant to me. Like, what? Guys, 111 people on the stream, 117 people on the stream, and 111 likes. We are killing it, guys. I appreciate you guys doing that. Spanish Fly's in the building. How are you, miss? That's a great point, too, that you just said. I saw something about laborers. Yes, Jackie 33. Oh my God, I really do have to do a stream on the women in crypto. I really do. I'm telling you, so smart, the women in crypto. You know, and I just think that because they're so smart, because they're just ego is so not important to them, right? Where men, ego is just so important. Women in crypto is so smart. Jackie 33 said, open my Celsius this morning. I think I may put some EOS there. Yep. Bit Petite. Oh my God, Ronnie Earl, you must have been in the same space as me, man. Bit Connect, Bit Petite, Devore, Monetize. I was in Bit Connect, Devore, and Monetize. I was not in Bit Petite, etc. I started there too. Yep. Now, where was Spanish Flies? I'm great, Crypto Seas. So happy to be on this journey. Absolutely. It's exciting. You had a great comment too. Let me find that. I thought you said something about laborers. Yes, because they want you, Spanish Fly says, because they want you to be a laborer. And that's just kind of the bottom line. We all do kind of get to make our own decisions. But when the educational system, in my opinion, is not teaching people to be self-sufficient, to be more entrepreneurial-like, not that everyone needs to be an entrepreneur. That's not what I'm saying. But to have an entrepreneur's mindset, being in control of your own money, being in control of your own time, and understanding that you can have your money work for you and you can learn to do it yourself. That's one of the great messages that Robert Kiyosaki has. I know it's, Rich Dad Poor Dad, some of that stuff is old in terms of mindset. It may not apply as much today, but to get you thinking like that is what's important. You guys are killing it in the stream. David Stanley, I believe XRP will be paid to gold, like based upon the gold price, and Stellar will be the stable coin going for it. Pegged. Okay, pegged. I believe XRP will be pegged to gold, and Stellar Lumens will be the stable coin going for it. I got you. I hear you, David Stanley. Patopoulos, man, that was some great points, right? I mean, he is such a smart guy. He's such a smart guy. And I appreciate, for me, I appreciate, he's been on the planet a little while. I think that's important to have been on the planet for a little while, right? Because you got some wisdom, you got some experience behind you. I just think those things are so important. XRP Buddy says, half the road. Thanks, Siege. You're the man. This stuff is so real. Thank you, XRP Buddy. I appreciate that, my friend. And I appreciate you being here. I know, people like Kurtopoulos and Brad Times and the digital asset investor, all the content creators in this XRP community. This is the thing. You may or may not agree with everything that they have to say, but you have to respect and value what they add to the community. You know, that's where I come from. I come from this. I may not agree with everything. I may not agree with everything that one says or one does, but I will, without question, value what you give to the community, what you give to myself and what you give to the community, right? We all have that choice to make. We all have that choice of, we can look at what someone has done wrong, or we can look at what someone has done right and appreciate and value that. And that's what I do. And so many of these content creators we have in this community are awesome. Awesome. So I look at what they bring. I look at the value that they bring and they add to the community. Anybody can choose to look for the negative. I don't. I don't choose to look for the negative. I choose to look to the positive and to the value that they add as community members and as content creators. So the value that you guys add, that's what I look to. The value that a content creator adds, that's what I look at. I'm not interested in the negative and the missteps and, you know, all of that calling out other. I don't know. That's what I'm not looking. I'm not interested in that. I'm looking for what's good. That's why I always say every time I check into a stream, I say, what's good, crypto people? Is Crypto Mike in the building? Crypto Mike is in the building. What's going on, my dude? Celsius is worth a look. I agree, Crypto Mike. Deep Mind is in the building. What's up, man? Jackie, I checked them out yesterday, but said my region is not available. I'll check again. Your region's not available? Well, yeah, there are like, I don't know, it's a few states, 3 to 5 states that aren't. There are like 3 to 5 states that aren't. And it's very, very tricky too. I mean, it's very, very tricky, right, with that, because as soon as you put that app on, Celsius app on DeepMind, it checks your location, right? You have to give them permission to kind of check your location. And like once they have that location in your thing, you know what I mean? So yeah, so that's the deal there. I know for me, when I do, whenever I do any transactions, DeepMind, on a computer, or if I'm about to do any kind of transactions on Coinbase on my phone or Binance on my phone, I'm always, I put my VPN up. That's me personally. I put as much security. I got my security software on there. I got my VPN up. I don't want that being on the internet. You know what I mean? Now, when it comes time for verifications and all that different stuff like that, that's a whole nother different animal. But in my opinion, DeepMind, Celsius is doing it the right way, and they are not going to mess up what they got going. And so, so if it's not in your area yet, that's unfortunate. You're probably going to have to wait until it is in your state. But yeah, it is a really, really, they're trying to do things the right way. And I definitely respect that. I noticed that the Social Security number that they asked for, they put that as optional, because I don't think that was optional back in the day. But now they got it. It says it's optional. And in fact, when I came up to it, it had like the last 2 digits on my social. I don't even know how they even got it, but they did. But all the rest of them were X'd out. But it did say Social Security option, so I didn't even have to put anything in there, I don't think. But from what I've done, my homework on this dude, I've watched a couple of his AMAs. Plus, I watched the Deep Asset Insiders interview, which if you guys haven't joined that, I mean, I don't know. For me, I just see tremendous value in that thing. For me, you guys got to make your own decisions. But for me, I see tremendous value in that thing. And I watched that interview there. And so I'm like, I'm gonna do my part. And in the end, you can talk about it or you can be about it, right? So I'm gonna do my part to promote a platform that I feel is promoting us, that is doing a greater good for us. And I believe that's what Celsius is doing. I know for a fact that's what Kava is doing. We can compare, rates and all that stuff if you want. You can say, well, they're giving me this. You could do that if you want. But in the end, why can't, for me, I will be on Celsius and I will be on Kava. You know, right now I'm probably going to participate with Celsius in terms of purchasing their asset. Guys, we did it. Oh, 119 people and 117 likes, guys. We did it. We did it. We did it. You guys are amazing. I appreciate that. I definitely appreciate that. If you haven't had a chance to smash that like button yet, just collapse the chat real quick. Go smash the like, and then come back and hang out in the chat. Right? So that's what I'm probably going to do. Jackie33 is maybe get the sell tokens first. That's me. And kind of see. I do have some EOS, and I think that's a great point. I didn't see EOS as one of the tokens, but maybe I missed it, Jackie33. But yeah, so I'm definitely going to look at that as well. And this whole time I've been talking in the wrong freaking view. But that's why I am with that, right? So yeah, DeepMind, I'm glad you're looking into it, man. Anyone knows best exchange to buy sell? Liquid is the one that I looked at yesterday, DeepMind. I think it's liquid.com. It's kind of it's like coin QU. Oh man, let me see. Hold on a second. But it's liquid.com. And it's a kind of so QUOINE. I think they kind of merged together, or one started the other one, or something like that. DeepMind, but liquid.com is the one to get the sell tokens. And right now, at least they can't pay U.S. citizens interest and sell. Oh, they can't. No, I think really. I have to look at that, Jackie33. I did not know that. I think there's something with either with that Celsius network. There's something with U.S. and I don't know. I thought he said in an interview it's a certain interest in a certain thing they can't pay to U.S. So I don't know if it's the loan program, but there's a lot of people in the U.S. So I'm going to check right now because I'm part of the Celsius network community on Telegram. Let me see if they answer me real quick. I just asked them. Let's see what they say. Yeah, that's right, DeepMind. Yeah, that's kind of the thing too. Yeah, that is an option. It's just like, and for me, I just want to be able to participate in it. Obviously, I want to take advantage of it because I mine BTC. And so for me, why have it? Why just kind of keep BTC on an Exodus wallet when I can just put it over there? There's no limit. There's no minimums or whatever. Okay, Jackie33 says someone in the insiders chat said they can't pay interest and sell. Okay, hopefully they're going to answer me here. But yeah, I really do like. Okay, here's the answer. Depends on your state law. So it's a state law thing. So it's Jackie. So it's state specific in terms of what you can or cannot do with Celsius. Most can do everything except earn all interest in the form of sell tokens. So that's what the response I got back from an admin. Most can, it said, depends on your state laws. Most can do everything except earn all interest in the form of sell tokens. So I'm guessing if you put sell on there, they'll probably tell you, kind of, if you say I want to receive interest, you put BTC up, but you say you want to earn interest in sell, they will probably say, well, in your state you can, or in your state you can only get a certain percentage, that type of thing like that. And I don't even know how the loan thing even works on the app. It's going to take some kind of getting used to. Now, you can't open it in the U.S. on Liquid with cash, DeepMind. So you can't deposit cash to purchase there. You have to you have to deposit a digital asset on there. Because I tried that the other day as well. I got that message, DeepMind. So you can't put cash and then participate, which is so funny. So you can't use the U.S. fiat dollar, but you can participate in terms of trading in the digital asset space. So you have to use BTC to get to sell or ETH to get to sell. That's my understanding. I agree 1,000% DeepMind. I think sell is going to be massive. I mean, right now in the last 30 days, it was gone up 200%, over 200%. But I think it's going to be massive because I do believe that word of that platform is going to get out. It's going to get out. Think about it. They've been around for a while. They only got 62 or 63,000 people using it. It's not a lot. Me personally, I do believe it's going to be massive. And I was definitely going to get, I was going to put, my BTC and my little EOS on there and hopefully get sell tokens. If not, then I can't. If I can't, I can't. Huh. Yeah, that's weird. That's interesting. That's very, very interesting, DeepMind. Let me see some. Cell's going to be a monster. I agree. It just makes so much sense. Oh, Alex is on here right now talking. What? He's on here. What? I'm going to ask him. Yeah, Alex is in here answering questions, man. What in the world? John Edwards says the market is green. Yes, it is. Yeah, we're going to have to talk some more offline, DeepMind, and figure out what's going on with that, bro. All right, guys. Oh, another message. Somebody said, DeepMind said Switchio seems to be the place for Americans. I don't know where Switchio is. But I might have done the VPN thing, and that's how I did it. I don't know. I mean, that's a while ago. I signed up for that a long, long, long time ago for Liquid and Coin, QUOINE, a long time ago. So maybe that was it, and maybe they changed it. But Switchio is what they're saying. He said that's where I buy mine from, and I'm from California. Hmm. Yeah, so Switchio. Brian Benton is on his TA right now. XRP up against that 19.5 cents hard resistance right now. The real G is in the building. What's going on, my dude, man? You have to catch the replay, bro. I'm about to hop off here. If I can't make big money on XRP, then the rest are worth less to me. I hear you, bro. Yeah, I appreciate you guys supporting the channel. Without question, you guys are awesome. Make sure I catch everybody. David Stanley, I appreciate you being here. It's not a one world currency to rule them all. That's right. Crypto Mike, I'll be buying sell when it comes back down a bit for sure. Not going to FOMO into it as much as I like to. What's the market cap for Celsius? I don't know the market cap for Celsius, Crypto Mike, but I agree with you as well. I want to get everything kind of set up there and ready. You know, set the stash aside a little bit. I'm on Switchio now. Okay, cool. Is that switchio.com? I'll check it out too. But you're right, Crypto Mike. Yeah, I mean, it would help for the price to go down. I mean, that's a bunch, over 200% in 30 days. That's a big gain. All right, John Edwards, appreciate you being here, my friend. Deep Mind, we'll talk soon, bro. David Stanley, thanks for hanging out. Crypto Mike, I appreciate you being here, brother. Ronnie, thanks for hanging out through the entire stream, bro. I love it. Brian Benton is the one. Appreciate you being here, bro. The real Rick G, let's catch up sometime, brother. Spanish Fly, thank you, miss, for hanging out. You're awesome. Monty Baxter's in the building. Go check it out, man. Celsius Network, I think, .io. Rodney, definitely check it out. It's worth the time and investment. John Edwards is here. Appreciate you being here, my friend. Jackie33, thanks for hanging out, miss. Oja Punk. Appreciate you. Ojai Punk, appreciate you being here. Who else did I miss? I think I got everyone that's still in here, man. You guys are outstanding. Thanks so much for hanging out with the stream, guys. 128 likes. You guys are awesome. Ronnie Early, appreciate that, brother. Rodney Baxter, Rodney Baxter. Ralph Raymond came in and hung out. Appreciate you being here, Ralph Raymond. Rasheen B. Wealthy. Thank you for being here, buddy. XRP buddy. Thanks for hanging out. Cadillac, thanks for being here. Kabalab, you're right, 100% about that. False. Intelligent XRP and Marco Polo and Martin 958. Appreciate you guys hanging out tonight. XRP Benno, appreciate you being here, my friend. Zuby Dooby hung out for a little bit. XRP Joe, appreciate you being here. Cryptopolis, thanks for hanging, bro. Thanks for your insight. I really, really appreciate that. DSGR10, I appreciate you being here. All right, guys, I'm going to end this stream like I do all my streams and remind you of this. If I can just get my thing back, what's going on? There it is. All right, guys, I'm going to go enjoy this football Sunday, but let me remind you of this, like I do on all my streams, and that is this. Old money doesn't want you to win. They don't want us to win. They would rather us remain a cog in their perpetual wheel of trading our time for dollars. They don't want us to play in the same playground that they play in, where we allow our money to work for us. This is our chance to win, guys. The digital asset space is our chance to win. We are in the midst of the greatest transfer of wealth in the history of man. Are you participating? Or are you standing on the sidelines? Here's what I do know, that the battle for you has already been fought, and the victory is yours. Go get it. I'll talk to you soon, guys. See ya. Bye.